Imagine a world where you, not big tech companies, truly own your digital identity. Your photos, your money, your art. This isn't a sci-fi movie plot. This is the promise of Web3, and it's being built right now. But what is it, really? And how will it realistically change our lives, beyond all the hype and confusing jargon? Let's break it down. To understand Web3, we first have to understand Web 1 and Web 2. Think back to the late 90s. That was Web 1. It was the read-only internet. Websites were like static digital brochures. You could visit them and read information, but you couldn't really interact. There was no social media, no user-generated content, no logging in with Google. It was a one-way street of information. Then came Web 2, the internet we know and love today. This is the read-write internet. Suddenly, we could create content. We started blogs, uploaded videos to YouTube, shared our lives on Facebook, and built online businesses on platforms like Amazon. Web 2 connected the world and democratized content creation. It's powerful, but it came with a hidden cost. The platforms we used to connect and create became the new middlemen. Facebook, Google, Twitter, they don't just host our content. They own the platform. They control the data, set the rules, and monetize our attention. We are the product. Our data is collected, analyzed, and sold to advertisers. We're essentially renting our digital lives from a handful of powerful tech giants. This is where Web3 comes in. It's the read-write-own internet. The core idea is to take the power back from the centralized giants and give it to the users. But how? The key technology behind Web3 is the blockchain. You've probably heard of it in the context of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, but its potential is so much bigger. Think of a blockchain as a secure, public, and decentralized digital ledger. Instead of one company's server holding all the information is copied and spread across thousands of computers worldwide. This makes it incredibly secure and transparent. No single entity can secretly change the records or shut it down. So how does this change anything? Let's look at a few key areas. First, digital ownership. Right now, when you buy a digital item like a skin in a video game or a movie on a streaming service, you don't really own it. You have a license to use it, and that license can be revoked at any time. The company can shut down the game, and your items disappear. In Web3, using things called non-fungible tokens or NFTs, you can have true, provable ownership of digital assets. An NFT is a unique token on the blockchain that acts as a digital certificate of ownership. This isn't just about digital art. It could be your concert ticket, your university degree, or even the deed to your house, all stored securely on a blockchain. This means you could sell your game items on an open market, or use your digital concert ticket as a pass to exclusive content from the artist, long after the show is over. You own it. You control it. Next, let's talk about finance. Web3 is pioneering something called decentralized finance, or DeFi. Traditional finance is run by banks and financial institutions. They are centralized gatekeepers. Getting a loan, sending money overseas, or even just making a simple transaction involves these middlemen, who take fees and set the rules. DeFi aims to rebuild the entire financial system on the blockchain, without the middlemen. Imagine being able to take out a loan, earn interest on your savings, or trade assets directly with another person, anywhere in the world with just an internet connection. The rules are written in code, transparent for everyone to see, and transactions are settled in minutes, not days. This has the potential to provide financial services to billions of people who are currently unbanked or underbanked, creating a more open and accessible global financial system. Another huge area is identity. Right now, your online identity is fragmented. You have a Google account, a Facebook account, an Apple ID, and so on. Each one is controlled by a company. In Web3, you can have a single, self-sovereign identity that you own and control. You decide what information you share and with whom. Instead of logging into a new website with Google and giving them access to your data, you could log in with your decentralized identity, revealing only the information that is absolutely necessary, for example, just proving you are over 18 without revealing your birth date. This puts you back in control of your personal data, turning the tables on the surveillance economy of Web 2. Now let's be realistic. Web3 is not a magic solution that will fix everything overnight. The road ahead is full of challenges. First, it's still very early. The technology can be complex and not very user-friendly. Just setting up a crypto wallet and navigating decentralized applications can feel like a steep learning curve for the average person. The user experience needs to become as seamless as using a Web2 app before we see mass adoption. Think about the early internet. You needed to know how to use dial-up modems and command line interfaces. We are in a similar phase with Web3. Scalability is another major hurdle. Blockchains like Ethereum can sometimes get congested, leading to slow transaction times and high fees, known as gas fees. Imagine having to pay $5 in fees just to like a post. That's not sustainable. Developers are working hard on solutions like Layer 2 scaling and new, more efficient blockchains, but we're not quite there yet. The internet needs to be able to handle billions of users and transactions smoothly and cheaply. Then there's the issue of regulation. Governments around the world are still trying to figure out how to approach this new technology. The decentralized nature of Web3 makes it tricky to regulate. How do you apply old laws to this new borderless world? Finding the right balance between fostering innovation and protecting consumers from scams and illicit activities is a massive challenge that will take years to solve. We've seen plenty of scams and hacks in the crypto space, which has understandably made many people skeptical. Building trust is crucial. And finally, we have to consider the risk of creating a new digital divide. While Web3 promises to empower individuals, what about those without reliable internet access or the technical literacy to participate? We need to ensure that as we build this new internet, we don't leave people behind. Education and accessibility must be top priorities. So, what's the realistic takeaway? Web3 won't replace Web2 overnight. It's more likely that we will see a hybrid future where centralized and decentralized systems coexist and interact with each other. You might use a decentralized social media platform where you own your content, but still watch videos on a centralized platform like YouTube. You might use a DeFi protocol to earn interest, but still have a traditional bank account. The most successful Web3 applications will likely be the ones that solve real-world problems and are so easy to use that you don't even realize you're reusing a blockchain. The change will be gradual, not a sudden revolution. It will start at the fringes, with creators, gamers, and developers, and slowly move into the mainstream as the technology matures. The core principles of Web3 decentralization, user ownership, and transparency are incredibly powerful. They offer a compelling alternative to the centralized, data-hungry internet we have today. It's a vision for a more equitable, open, and user-centric digital world. It's still a work in progress with many obstacles to overcome, but the potential is undeniable. This is not just about new technology. It's about rethinking the very structure of the internet and our relationship with it. The journey is just beginning, and it's going to be fascinating to watch. Thank you for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and let me know your thoughts on Web3 in the comments below. See you in the next one.